Alright then guys, welcome back to another video from Reef Drama. In today's video I want to give you an update on the fish house that's just been recently built out in the garden there, and if you haven't seen that video yet then I recommend you do go and watch it, maybe first and then come back to this one. What I'll do is I'll put a link in the description below so that you can easily go and find it, but it's an epic build, epic video. Really what I want to do is I want to take you out and, as I say, just give you an update on my plans for the fish house. Also as well, it's going to be the start of the preparation for the electrics first fix, so I've got a few bits and pieces that I need to do for that as well. Now, I'm really excited about this build, and I hope you will follow me along as well, you know, throughout the course of this fish house build, where hopefully we will eventually see Piney and also the orange shoulder tang move out into a nice large tank out there. So that's really the goal for the fish house, and then we can then obviously have other bits and pieces as well, because we'll have the space to be able to kind of go a little bit bigger on certain things, have a few more extra tanks and stuff like that. So excited, really looking forward to it, and as ever, you know, if you have any suggestions, any comments, any advice, you know, anything at all for the fish house that will help me or whatever, then please do put them in the comment section below, and I'll certainly enjoy reading through those and implementing them if I can. And if you see me making any mistakes, then jump in and say, don't do it that way, do it this way. So you know, I need all the help I can get at the moment, but for now, let's take you out. So come on, I'll show you what's going on. Right then guys, so let's just give you a rough idea of what I'm going to be doing with this garden room stroke fish house stroke office, whatever you want to call it. So basically, when we come in over on this right hand side, this is going to be my office desk over here. I've got some markings on the wall pretty much as to where the top of the desk is going to be, and then where the top of the monitors will be. Up on the wall in the center here will be a TV, and then I'm also going to put a humidistat fan up in that corner. So that side, my office, 4 double sockets down there somewhere, single one up there for the TV, and then obviously the spur that I need for the fan. Coming round here, QT tank. Definitely going to need the QT, so that will be used to start with, and eventually I'll upgrade it, get maybe a slightly smaller one, definitely a better one, better stand, etc. But that will pretty much go somewhere here, a couple of double sockets for that. Coming over here to the main event, this is going to be Piney's tank. So we've got black mark, where is it? There, one under this wood somewhere, and one over there somewhere. That's basically a 5-foot diameter circle. So that will be his starter tank, and that will be about 1,000 litres. I'm hoping eventually to upgrade him even further to a 6x4 rectangle that will obviously be about maybe 2,000 litres. But to start with, 1,000 litre round tank. Awesome. Can't wait to get that in. Can't wait to scape it and all that other lovely jubbly stuff that we have to do. Above it is going to be the sump. This is obviously, I can't have the sump underneath, so the sump is going to go above, and then the pump will be in the tank, but everything else will be up the top in the sump, and then it will gravity feed back into the tank again. I've got about 4 double sockets going across the back wall there for that. Then we come to the RODI unit. Obviously, as you've already probably seen, I do have stuff already in here, but you know what you're going to do, because at the end of the day I've got to put it somewhere, so it's had to come in here. So we've got the RODI unit, which has been fully functioning since this garden room was built. This is going to be going on this wall here, so I'm going to have one unit there, and then the other 2 units next to each other underneath, and then again a couple of double sockets somewhere for it all. The 2 bins eventually will be double stacked on top of each other, but to start with they'll just sit side by side. Down on this wall, I want storage. So this is going to be kitchen unit, 1000mm kitchen unit base, and then 1000mm cabinet above it. Double socket somewhere around there somewhere, and on the floor I've got it again sort of marked out. So you've got the 1000mm to there. Then that's a 300mm tool cupboard, because I want that to hang hoses and stuff in for doing water changes. And then in this corner, this will be a fridge freezer, and above it will be the consumer unit. So again, single socket to go down there. Coming round on the either side of the doors, I've already got a couple of cabinets. These two will eventually have, you know, like tanks on. So maybe one will be, I don't know, clownfish and anemones or something else. I haven't quite, I'm not 100% sure yet. I mean, these cabinets will probably go because the new tank will come with a sump and then sit on its own cabinet. So, but just for now, I've just got these either side. A double socket will be going behind each one of those. I'm also going to add a single socket up the top here above the door for future proofings. I like to future proof this building as much as possible, and that may very well be for something like a fly insect killer machine. And then we're back round to the front again, or this right hand side I should say. We've also got a double socket going on either end of the walls outside, so an outdoor one on that wall, and then we're going to be having an outdoor double socket on that wall as well. Lights obviously up in the ceiling, so I'm going to have sort of 2 here and like maybe 1 on that panel, and then 1 here and then 2 there, so 6 in total. And out the front, across the whole front of the building, obviously you've got to have your up and down lights, so I've got 4 of those going across. Now, the electricians are coming in this weekend, so I'm super excited about that. Get the first fix done, and that's what all this wood is for. So just quickly, we've got some wood here, which is 63mm by 38mm, and that will go up wherever I need to fix something to the wall. So be it a TV bracket or the kitchen hanging, the kitchen cabinet up there. The RODI unit, anything that's heavy, that's going to need, a little bit more than just one upright screwing into. So they're going to go horizontal across there. These other ones, I've just picked these up, and these are 45mm by 70. And these are going to go wherever the sockets are going to be fitted. So they'll go across there for a double socket or whatever, single socket to be fitted onto it. And it will then allow that double socket to stick out far enough to then, for me to put, obviously insulation is all going to go in between here. And then it will be 12mm ply, followed by 8mm bathroom, PVC bathroom, panels. So that's my plan. I'm going to do a sort of PVC white soffit for the ceiling, and then the flooring is going to have 25mm battens across front to back with 450mm PIR insulation width, that is 25mm depth, and then on top of that it will be laminate flooring. So guys, if you've got any suggestions, any ideas, anything that I should do, whilst it's still like an empty structure, be it for electrical or whatever, please let me know. Put it in the comments down below. I do read all the comments and go through them and respond to all of them as well. So I really look forward to hearing what you've got to say. But that's my kind of plans for the time being. And I'm going to start getting on with fixing some of these onto the wall, ready for this weekend for the electricians. So I'm going to start cracking on that. Catch you in a minute. Alright then guys, so as I mentioned before, the wood that's going to be going onto here to fit the socket back boxes on, we basically just need to measure between here and here, and then obviously cut the piece of wood to fit. Now I'm having them this high across this back wall and also the wall behind me because A, it will be above the water where Piney's tank will be, and B, it will kind of match in because the one behind me is going to be above the kitchen worktop, and this is then the height that it will be all the way around. When it comes to the other wall where the office desk is, they will then go down to the normal sort of 450 mil to the bottom of the socket from the floor level, or whatever the recommended sort of figure is, but I think it's 450 mil. So I've measured up from the floor, so I know where the bottom of the socket is going to be. So now I just need to measure from there to there, take that figure and then cut it on the bit of wood, bring it back in and screw it through into these uprights. So let's crack on with that. Right, okay, so just to give you a quick update, this one is now in place, as you can see, lovely and level. This, if you remember, is a 45 by 70 mil. So we've got 70 mil top to bottom. That should be plenty to fit, I'm hoping anyway, the double socket or the single socket frame or back box onto this. So it just gets screwed straight onto the front of here. And we're 45 mil from the back to the front. As you can see, there's a little bit of a recess here. The PIR insulation will come down and hit the top of this and stop, and then the bit underneath will come up and hit the bottom and stop as well. On the front here will be a 12 mil plywood, and then on top of that is 8 mil bathroom wall PVC panel. So this here is a 15 mil gap. 15 plus the 12 plus the 8 is 35 mil, and that's the depth of the back boxes. So the back boxes will be nice and flush with the front of the bathroom panel. Well, fingers crossed they will be anyway. I'm certainly no builder, carpenter or anything else, but you know, we're going to do our best. But that's the idea behind this. So that is for one double socket there, one double socket there, and I think the electrician is going to run the wire kind of all the way across the top, and then he's going to come through and down the dead center of this, obviously where the two double sockets will be underneath it. And then I'm going to do another one of those there, and then obviously carry on. And I've got the ones for the QT, the single one up there, and the ones over there. You get the gist. But that's the basic idea. I'm just going to fix these to the wall, so the back boxes can fit to those, and then they will then be flush with the PVC wall, panel wall, and then obviously the front fascia of the socket will go straight onto the top of that. So I'm going to carry on getting these done. I've got a reasonable amount of wood down there and quite a few screws as well, so we're going to get on with this, and I'll come back to you with an update of when I've done or when I've had enough. Either way, I'll come back to you. Right then guys, sit rep. So we have got the batten there for 2 double sockets, batten there, 2 double sockets, batten there, 2 doubles, batten there, 2 doubles. What else have I done? I've also put one over here for a 1 double and one down there for the single. That's for the fridge freezer. In front, or either side of the doors I should say, I've got one there as well for a double, and yes, I've got another one there for a double. And just in case you're wondering, these are the screws that I'm using, 5x70s countersunk. So I think for now that's going to be it. Oh, the other thing that I've had to do as well is you'll notice, I think I mentioned this before, in the corner here, I've had to put an additional piece of 3x2 because basically now that is going to give me a nice edge here to line up with this edge for the 12mm plywood. If you have a look over here, there isn't one yet, so I haven't done this corner or the other back corner, but essentially this is all I'm doing. I'm just getting obviously a much bigger piece than this, and it's getting pushed into there, and then it's getting screwed through to fix it in place. And then, as I say, that's giving me my reveal from here over to here for the 12mm ply. Okay, yeah, I think that's about it for now. I'm going to basically pack away and probably have another crack and do a few more tomorrow. I've still got the one up there for the fan to do, and I've also got the two doubles to do down there as well for the office. But as I say, I'll have to do that tomorrow. I can't do it tomorrow because I'm working away. I'm out in a hotel. I'll have to be Friday when I get back. Right, I'll give you an update Friday when I've done a bit more. See you in a bit. Right then, guys, so just a quick update. As you can see down here, I haven't got round to putting those on the wall for the sockets to go on tomorrow. I just haven't had time. I've just got back from 2 days of being away. All I've really had time to do is just kind of get everything in the middle and kind of cover it over as best I can so that he can walk all the way around it. These bins I'll move out tomorrow. That will get moved out tomorrow, and then that may or may not get took off the wall. It depends if he can get behind it or not. I might have to obviously whip that off. Once he's done all the wiring for all the sockets all the way around, all over here, obviously all of this stuff then will have to go to the edge because he'll then have to get up and do the ceiling. But so yeah, that's a quick update of basically the fact that I haven't had time to do what I wanted to do. But there we go, never mind. That's the trouble of obviously working full time. But what I do want to show you that I've done around here is I've cleared this back area out, and we've got some decking down there, which is just kind of like some portable decking, I call it, because it's built on these pallets. So that's going to go further back. I've still got a little bit more ground to kind of clear, and then I've got another pallet there, and I've got another 2 pallets that's behind that shed. So those 3 pallets actually all get put together, and all this decking that I've got underneath here will all go on top of it. It's what I had at the old house, and I just brought it with me because it was rented accommodation, so I couldn't put down a proper decking. I had to make it so that it was obviously mobile. So that's all kind of work in progress. I've also bought one of these 1200 odd litre plastic storage sheds, so that will be round the back here, as well as the other ones that I've got there, which has got the garden furniture sort of stuff in. But this one to my left, this is going to house kind of like all my plastic bottles and containers and water butts and all that sort of stuff. So still a bit of work to do round here, but that's pretty much it, I think, for this update. And if you want to follow on with this series of the build of this building for Piney, and obviously, you know, my office and all the other bits and pieces that's going to be going into it, then you know, do follow along, like, subscribe, and you know, share the video as well. It all helps with those YouTube algorithms, as they say. And what I'll do now is basically I'll just say thanks for watching, and I will hopefully see you on the next video. Bye for now.
Easy go.